Lesson 18. Learn how to generate smarter title tags, meta descriptions, and H1, including positioning analysis, creating a new report, loading saved results, using the report and co-pilot bottom-line recommendations, and applying improvements.
Welcome to the WebCarrots Smart Meta Carrots title, description, and H1 and positioning builder. This tool primarily creates stronger meta titles, descriptions, and H1s from real competitor metadata. It also uses AI logic to analyze user intent, repeated patterns, must-cover concepts, keyword priorities, and positioning angles. So while the final output is a meta recommendation, Section 3 can also help with positioning strategy, new page ideas, and content gap closing. Section 7 creates a voice and audio-friendly version for AI search, assistance, and read-aloud systems. Compare it with Section 6, the strongest pre-voice choice, because the best result may be a balance of both. Accuracy depends on choosing similar competitors and using the right keyword weights. If anything feels off, adjust the selection, skip unwanted phrases, and rerun the report.
Access Smart Meta Carrots from the dashboard or the agency grade console. If you previously ran the process and do not see your reports, click Refresh Reports. Make sure you are on the correct report date and confirm your session has not expired. The header gives you the quick report context, the tool name, the selected competitors, and the source report date used for this analysis. On the right, the Metaset score summary updates after the process is completed, and it will also appear when opening an existing saved report, showing the average Metaset score, AI search visibility, and voice visibility. There are two modes. The first is the entry workflow, where the user selects competitors, reviews keyword weights, and runs the process. The second is the completed report view, where the user reviews the finished 7-section analysis. In the entry workflow, Step 1 loads competitor metadata, title, description, and H1. The user selects at least 3 competitors. This selection controls the entire analysis, so it should be reviewed carefully. If all competitors are from the same niche and same user intent, the output will usually be cleaner. If competitors are mixed across different services, cities, or intent types, the system may produce a hybrid recommendation. After selecting competitors, click Start Multi-Stage Workflow. Next, the system runs the user intent and pattern analysis, then opens the optional keyword weighting step. This is where the user can guide the AI logic. For example, if Washington, D.C. courier service is central to the business, keep it high or medium. If a phrase like 24-hour service appears but the business does not offer it, mark it as skip. You can also continue with AI defaults. But if the output is not aligned, reset the session and rerun with better keyword weights. Now let's review the completed report. The completed report has 7 sections. The report is created from Step 1 to Step 7. In the completed report view, users may review from the final result back to the source data, but the logic still starts with Step 1. Step 1 is select and load competitor metadata. This section shows the competitors used in the run. Each row includes the competitor ID, group, title, description, and H1. This is the source data. Before trusting the final result, confirm the competitors make sense. The group column helps validate alignment. If all competitors are in the same group, the niche is likely clean. If groups are mixed, the output may blend different positioning angles. Step 2 is data-driven user intent and pattern deep analysis. This section analyzes what the selected competitors are signaling. It detects intent, extracts core keywords from titles and an H1, identifies repeated keywords, highlights must-cover concepts, and separates generic "me too" wording. For example, in a courier report, the system may detect transactional intent, repeated terms like Washington, D.C., courier service, package delivery, and same day, plus must-cover concepts like local urgent delivery, regional coverage, speed, and reliability. This section explains the competitive pattern before the tool starts writing anything. Step 3 is positioning angles and keyword priorities. This is one of the most important sections. Here, the system turns competitor and intent analysis into data-driven positioning. It creates 2 or 3 possible page angles and selects one primary keyword phrase with supporting phrases. This is used later to produce the meta tags and H1, but it can also be used on its own. For example, it may reveal that the page can be positioned around same-day package delivery, regional courier coverage, or immediate local delivery. These angles can guide metadata, new page ideas, new content sections, and future content gap closing work. Step 4 is creating metasets based on 3 angles. This section turns the positioning angles into 3 draft metasets. Each set includes a title, description, and H1. Each one follows a different angle. For example, one version may focus on same-day package delivery, another on DC, Virginia, and Maryland coverage, and another on immediate local delivery. The usage notes explain when each version makes sense. Step 5 is QC and cross-metaset sync checks. This section checks whether each metaset is safe and usable. It reviews keyword alignment, title length, description length, H1 clarity, readability, SERP safety, and whether the title, description, and H1 all support the same angle. The hard limits are title up to 60 characters, description up to 140 characters, and H1 up to 70 characters. If a field is borderline or fails, the system can provide fix options. Step 6 is deep AI meta-analysis with performance score. This section compares the metasets using performance factors. It scores clarity, intent relevance, strategic alignment, click appeal, SERP safety, overall effectiveness, and weighted score. It then chooses the best metaset before final voice optimization. The chart helps compare the options visually, so the user can quickly see which metaset is strongest and why. Step 7 is AI-enhanced metaset for search, voice, and AI visibility. This is the final optimization layer. The system uses advanced logic and AI analysis to check how the chosen metaset behaves in normal search, voice search, AI assistants, spoken answers, screen readers, and read-aloud experiences. The goal is to produce audio-compatible metadata that is easier for AI systems and voice surfaces to understand and read out loud. In the courier example, the final voice-first version adds package delivery to the title and H1. That makes the result more specific for AI extraction while still sounding natural when spoken. But this step may sometimes push the final title or H1 more aggressively toward voice and AI clarity. So always compare Section 7 against Section 6 before publishing. If Section 7 feels too narrow, too aggressive, or slightly off-brand, Section 6 may be the better baseline, or the report should be rerun with better competitor selection and keyword weighting. The report also includes Copilot. Copilot is the short executive layer. It summarizes the full workflow into insights, actions, and checks. Use the full 7-section report to understand the logic. Use Copilot when you need the bottom line. The recommended workflow is simple. First, select similar competitors. Second, use keyword weighting and skip unwanted terms. Third, run the full process. Fourth, review every section, not only the final result. Fifth, compare Section 6 and Section 7. Finally, check the QC, charts, and Copilot before publishing.
The purpose of Smart MetaCarrots is to create better metadata in H1s through real competitor data, user intent analysis, positioning logic, quality checks, and voice-ready AI optimization. Now let's look at Copilot. Please click the button at the top right of the report.
Copilot is the short summary layer for the smart meta-analysis. It does not replace the full report. It gives you the quick read after the full process has already analyzed the competitors, intent, positioning angles, metasets, QC, performance scoring, and voice optimization. Copilot is split into 3 sections: insights, actions, and checks. Start with insights. This section tells you what the report found, without making you read every detail again. In this example, Copilot shows that all competitors are in the same group, so the niche looks clean. It also detects that the main angle is same-day courier and package delivery in Washington, D.C. It then points out the secondary angle, regional coverage across D.C., Virginia, and Maryland. This matters because the final meta set depends on which angle you actually want to lead with. If the business wants urgency, the same-day or immediate delivery angle makes sense. If the business wants service area coverage, the regional angle may be better. Copilot also confirms that the intent is transactional. That means the competitors are not mainly informational pages. They are pages trying to get the user to take action, request delivery, or choose a courier service. Next, Copilot summarizes the 3 meta directions. In this example, Metaset 1 is the safest same-day package delivery option. Metaset 2 is broader because it focuses on DC, VA, and MD coverage. Metaset 3 is the strongest balance because it keeps the main keyword, matches immediate delivery intent, and has stronger click appeal. The voice version then tightens the final wording by adding package delivery to the title and H1. That helps AI extraction and voice readability, but it also makes the final set a little narrower. Next, open actions. This is the bottom line section. The first box shows the final voice-first meta set to ship now. In this example, the recommended title is Washington, D.C. Courier Service for Immediate Package Delivery. The description is Immediate local delivery with dependable turnaround for Washington, D.C. package delivery needs. And the H1 matches the title. This is the final recommendation after voice and AI visibility optimization. Below that, Copilot shows the baseline meta set before voice optimization. This comparison is important. The baseline version says immediate delivery, while the voice-first version says immediate package delivery. So the voice version is more specific and may be easier for AI systems and audio search to understand. But if that feels too narrow for the page, compare it against the baseline from Section 6. The Actions tab also gives alternative next steps. For example, use the regional coverage set if DC, Virginia, and Maryland coverage is the real business hook. Use the same-day package set if speed is the main promise. And if the angle mix feels wrong, rerun the process with better competitor selection or keyword weighting. Now open checks. This section is the sanity check before publishing. In this example, Copilot confirms that all competitors share one group, so the niche alignment looks clean. It also confirms that all rows are transactional, which means the intent is consistent. Then it flags a warning. The angle mix is real but manageable. That means the set includes same-day delivery, regional coverage, and immediate local delivery. This is not automatically bad, but the user should confirm that this mix is intentional. Copilot also warns that Me Too wording is heavy. Repeated terms like same-day, urgent, on-demand, fastest, courier service, and delivery service may be useful, but they can also make the final meta feel generic. If that happens, adjust keyword weights, skip unwanted terms, or reselect competitors before trusting the final output. The checks section also confirms that each meta set passed QC. This means the title, description, H1, and alignment are safe, readable, and within limits. Finally, Copilot reminds you that the baseline was selected before the final voice optimization. So before shipping, compare Section 6 and Section 7. If the voice-first result feels too aggressive, too narrow, or slightly off-brand, rerun the report or use the Section 6 baseline as the safer version. The practical workflow is simple. Use insights to understand what the analysis found. Use actions to see what to ship or test next. Use checks to catch risks before publishing. Copilot gives the fast decision view, but the final decision should still be based on competitor quality, keyword weights, skip terms, and whether the selected angle matches the real page goal. This completes Lesson 18. Generate smart meta tags and H1 with smart positioning.